Mr. Liu and Mr. Li, you drafted the white paper and you must have you must have taken into consideration, for example, the key phrase of freedom of expression on the internet. Now, to my knowledge, most of the overseas media players accuse the Chinese government of defending their online censorship. Do you think their concerns could be justified?
I don't think it's fair to blame China in this regard. Actually, if you respect the facts, China's internet is quite free. There's enough room and space for people to speak. If you surf the Chinese websites, you will find where people can say anything there, even criticizing the government. Of course, illegal and unhealthy or harmful information is not welcomed.
To be more specific, Mr. Li, what kind of contents are subject to the media control, particularly on the internet?
There are some illegal information and
such as
harmful information, such as information of subverting the state power, the information of instigating the ethnic hatred, ethnic discrimination, and instigating of terrorism, the violence, horror. Those informations are illegal. As the government, any responsible government in the world should defend the dignity of the law and to prohibit such illegal information flow online.
What you say sounds pretty convincing and legitimate. However, once these issues and what you say are examined through the scrutiny of the overseas media, they would use a label of ideology such as, hey, the internet is under the control of the communist regime, therefore you don't enjoy any fraction of the Western media freedom.
That's not.
I think they used the wrong word. Actually, we have never tried to control the internet. It's impossible to control, and it's unnecessary to control the internet. We just
Are you saying the young people could use the proxy servers and use the unreal names so that they will not be supervised effectively and in time?
Pornographic information is banned by the law in China. Also, our
everywhere throughout the world.
Everywhere.
Right.
Also, our value does not tolerate this kind of information. To do whatever you want to do is not freedom. Freedom should have its limits, I think.
Well, do we have absolute, unconditioned freedom anywhere?
Actually, the China and the U.S. held human rights dialogue last month. I attended the dialogue. We had a very good talk with the U.S. side, the partner in the U.S. about internet freedom. That we have reached some common consensus on the internet freedom. The U.S. side also believe they also use the law to prohibit the illegal information online, such as subverting the state power, the terrorism, investigating terrorism, ethnic hatred, and ethnic discrimination. This is a kind of international practice. China is not doing something unique in this regard.
Well, law and order are very important since 9/11 took place in 2001. But let's look at yet another major concern, which is not necessarily an embarrassing one. A happy news for most of the Chinese. What do you think is the major driving force behind the rapid growth of the internet population? I mean, by the end of this year, the net users are likely to reach 400 million.
Yes, I think such kind of development is the result of our opening and reform policy. The fundamental driving force is the faster development of the economy, because faster developing economy can boost information consumption. The internet can meet this kind of needs and trends.
However, the State Administration for Industry and Commerce of China has formally published the interim measures for management of network commodity trade and related services, effective from July the 1st, 2010. According to the measures, Mr. Liu and Mr. Li, individual online sellers in China who wish to sell goods via the internet should submit applications to the operators of e-commerce platforms with their true identity information. It means they got to have a real name registration. Will that prevent more people from having their own cyber-based shops and e-commerce? I mean,
actually, one of the fundamental goals of our Chinese government on the internet policy is to protect the public interest. This regulation, this legislation is part of the efforts by the government to protect to promote the application of the internet in business. As you know, many people, many netizens, they go shopping. They are still worried about the safety of online shopping, simply because of they don't know who ran the shops, and they don't know where the shops are located. So the real names and the real addresses system will help build the trust between the consumers and the online shop sellers, shop owners. I think this will be useful for the development of application of internet in business in China. This is for the interest of people.
To what degree do you think the internet is helping the restoration of the Chinese economy after financial crisis broke out?
Of course, I think the internet can help us to transform the economic structure and will offer more new opportunities for creative people in this society. We have many successful web companies now. Some of them are listed overseas in New York or Hong Kong. They are doing well.
Okay, thank you very much. A few people question the commercial incentives behind the rapid development of the IT industry in China. When we come back, we'll look at the negative impact of commercialization in the IT industry. Stay with us. We'll be right back.